down here a bit. Before we get to the bog, I gotta make one stop here at Gordy's warming house. You'll see why in a second. Dan, the owner of Gordy's warming house and Gordy's hi-hat, which is only open in the summer, has graciously donated some coffee for the Welcome Center, a lot of coffee. So you can swing by and have a cup when you're out birding and you're cold and thaw out a little bit. Super nice of them. So next time you're swinging through Cloquet on your way home or to the bog, stop in at Gordy's warming house. If it's winter, get some coffee, any kind of coffee or hot chocolate you want, ice cream, sandwiches, soup, chili, amazing. And then in the summer, not only is the warming house open, but Gordy's hi-hat with the awesome selection of burgers and fish sandwiches. And I think the fish comes right from Alaska. Guy Fiero of Diners, Dives, you know that show. He was there and it's got his stamp of approval. So thanks guys for the fantastic donation of coffee. It'll be at the Welcome Center. You can actually buy some at the Welcome Center too. Rib cages for the birds. Thanks to the Bears Den in Independence, Minnesota. Got 18, I think, deer rib cages left over from the hunters from the season. And the birds, thank you guys for your donation. They will feed the birds and make winter a little more tolerable. Chickadees, boreal chickadee, black-capped chickadee, downy woodpecker, hairy woodpecker, pileated woodpecker, Canada jay, blue jay, red-breasted nuthatch, pine marten, ermine. The aliens are still here. They must like it here. They arrived last winter. Welcome to Virtually Live 49. That's 49. And yeah, it's been a while. It's been very busy fall trying to get a boardwalk in. Did not quite get it in before snow and freezing temps. It's a balmy 18 degrees this morning. It is December 2nd. The Welcome Center is now opened yesterday for the season. And speaking of the Welcome Center, we have a brand new live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week feeder cam at the Welcome Center. Thanks to Melissa and Tish of Moving Wild Photography for sponsoring this. It is fantastic. You can find the link on our website and on our Facebook page. It's fun to check out. There's a live chat so you can note when interesting things show up. So, oh, there's a blue jay. Just chased away all the purple finches. We're still waiting for that big flock of pine grosbeaks and evening grosbeaks to come by. But there has been a shrike, pileated woodpecker, and some redpolls, other fun stuff too. So check it out. Stuff showing up. Evening grosbeaks at Mary Lou's or at the Zabin, the Sisu feeders. Admiral Road, there's been pine marten. There's been some great grays seen, so I guess the season is kicking off. Goldfinches, a lot of goldfinches this winter. There's been a lot of crossbills too. Maybe we'll try and lock on to some white-winged crossbills. Let's get moving. I don't hear anything else. Goldfinches flew on. Always close the door quietly. Don't want to spook the wildlife. Want to attract them, draw them in. So once you close the door, then you can be noisy. This is a good spot for boreal chickadee, white-winged crossbill. Spruces towards the west end of Nichols Lake Road, near the pipeline. White-winged crossbills. I pulled over, I saw a flock fly away. It was these common redpolls right up here, and about 7 of them. And then I pished, trying to get them to come back. And a very late tree sparrow, American tree sparrow, popped out of the brush. Here I'm on Nichols Lake Road at the little bridge. Hey buddy, I hope you stick around to the Christmas bird count. Don't often get tree sparrows in mid-December. Oh, there's a hawk. Hold on. Maybe it's an eagle. Let's walk down here a bit. Another thing we're going to do today is I'm going to take you with me as we bushwhack into just a part of one of our latest land purchases, 1,010 acres. We are a land preservation organization, and we believe that, you know, you preserve it and they will come, or they will stay there. Wildlife absolutely needs habitat. That's kind of the #1 conservation priority, I believe. And that's what we're doing. The new lands are on our 2025 birding map as well, which is available on our website and in person if you come to the Welcome Center. I'm in the cemetery at the intersection of 29 and County Road 7. And there's a lot of big spruces here and some pines. So I'm kind of looking for roosting owls in the pines. Things like boreal, saw-whet, great horned, Arctic great horned. This cluster of cedars would be a perfect place for a roosting long-eared owl or saw-whet owl. Of course, we wouldn't post it if we found one. We don't post roosting owls. Great grays, hawk owls, yes, because they're hunting during the daytime, and they're hard to bother. They're pretty human friendly. But maybe you can hear up at the top of these spruces, got a few white-winged crossbills. And they have that crossed bill so they can wedge it in those smaller cones. They specialize in spruce and tamarack, and then pry apart the cone scales. Flexible tongue can get the seeds out, and they eat thousands of seeds a day. And we weren't supposed to get an eruption, but there must be a poor seed crop in the boreal of Ontario, Manitoba, because there's a lot of white-winged crossbills around and a lot of redpolls. We weren't supposed to get those either. The winter finch forecast is kind of geared for the eastern Canada and New England. Wow, I'm up to 56 redpolls today and, I don't know, 20-some white-winged crossbills. Pretty good. Stone Lake Road here is a good one to drive slow on. Of course, watch your rear view mirror and ahead of you so you can pull over if anybody is trying to get by you or coming up behind you. But great road for northern shrike, sometimes northern hawk owl, great gray owl. Great for redpolls. It used to be one of the best places to find hoary redpoll. Of course, they lump them now, so it's just a redpoll. I don't like that. I'm still looking for hoary redpolls because I love them. Ooh, what's that? I hear crossbills, but there's something teed up out here. It's a Canada jay. Here he comes. Oh, 2 of them. And the white-winged crossbills are coming in, and redpolls. That's like 20. That puts us up to 100 redpolls for the day. And we got the Christmas bird count coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from today. So we might have a shot at the all-time redpoll record. These are crossbills, white-winged crossbills. Friends of Sax-Zim Bog owns both sides of the road here. If you're ever so motivated to go bushwhacking, bring a compass. Actually, bring a compass and 2 other forms of navigation, because it's a long way to anywhere if you get lost. There are mink tracks, kind of paired. You can see there, one foot right in front of the other. That's a very common weasel gait. And I gotta remind you, time to get your tiny bird art in. Deadline is a little over a month away. And I know we all like to wait till the last minute, but the sooner you get it in, the more time it will be on the website for people to see and say, I really want that, and get their checkbook all primed. Checkbook? Does anybody use a checkbook? We had the UMD rugby team move boardwalk frames into the Augie's Bog Walk extension, which will be finished next summer. And I thought I was cool and hip and said, hey, you guys all got PayPal? They looked at me like I was 95 years old. They're like, do you have Venmo? So now I have Venmo. I'm cool. Well, a couple evening grosbeaks near the Zabin at the Driscoll's feeder. That's about it. Oh, and don't forget, the 2025 Sax-Zim Bog Wild Calendar is available now. Nearly 100 photos from the best photographers in the Sax-Zim Bog, and every single photo was taken in the last 12 months in the Sax-Zim Bog. Some amazing stuff in here. Get your orders in by let's say December 16th, 17th, if you want to get it before Christmas. But hey, people buy them just to collect them because the photos are so amazing. So check it out on our website. You can also bundle your calendar with a membership. Very reasonable. All right, thanks to all our bog buddies. I'm at Augie's Bog Walk, and there are crossbills everywhere. There is a reason they call these guys the parrots of the north. They often cling to these branches upside down, just trying to get access to the seeds, which are in these fairly tightly closed cones. So sometimes they have to do some gymnastics to get at them. Well, thanks to the UMD rugby team, we have all our boardwalks frames for the extension of Augie's Bog Walk in place, but we're gonna have to finish it up next summer. Thanks to Mark Dudek Johnson for building all these frames and kind of coordinating this. It's getting a lot colder. The wind is picking up and my fingers are freezing. Must be around 0 wind chill right now. More redpolls, more white-winged crossbills. It's crazy. But no pine grosbeaks this year so far. Seeing that redpoll and that flock of redpolls really reminded me that, hey, it is time for the BRRRRdathon, world's coldest birdathon. Yeah, blast, just a blast. You can participate anywhere in northeast Minnesota and northwest Wisconsin, 1 day or 2 day, or you can do a wintergreen where you just get out and walk or bike, fat bike. Yeah, it's a blast. We need more people, more teams. We got to challenge these champions who've been winning year after year. It's just a great way to get out. It's the first Friday and Saturday in January, and this year I think that's 3rd and 4th or something. And then we have a fun compilation dinner afterwards. It's a blast. Get details right here on our website. BRRRRdathon. I'm on the Magnificent Mile on McDavitt Road. Right behind me here, we now own all that. Our last purchase that you guys made possible, 1,010 acres through our Acres for Owls Land Fund. Making these corridors, part of our Owls and Warblers Critical Corridor project. And I hear a black-backed woodpecker. I played one call and Harry promptly came in. But I still hear the black-backed. And we're gonna go out to a feeder we just established. But first I wanna see if I can get a look at this black-backed woodpecker. It's frozen. Major porcupine chewings. Okay. Do a little bushwhacking now. I hear the black-backed up here. Made it across the ditch, no problem. I've got a black-backed woodpecker right there. Just kind of bushwhacked in because I heard one pecking, flaking bark. You know, it's hard to tell sometimes hairy woodpeckers flaking from blackbacks, but it's a beautiful and tame and tolerant female black-backed. Bird of the day. Sorry, white-winged crossbills. Got to give it to the black-backed. This is the path back to our new Magnificent Mile feeders. And yeah, it's about a 1,200 foot walk. It's kind of a chance to get out into the woods and have some more wilderness experience with the feeders. I'm dragging out a rib cage to put out here, but it's not quite fully stocked yet, but by the time you get here, it probably will be. Hopefully we'll get a martin, Canada jays, boreal chickadee. Okay, etc. The start of the Magnificent Mile feeders is in place. Got the rib cage up with some effort. It's off the ground so the wolves can't take off with it and eagles can't eat it. Songbirds and small mammals only. Photographers and birders can stand over there. White-winged crossbills. I just went over 100 for the day. They've been in every patch of big spruce that I've found. It is a eruption year for white-winged crossbills, so pretty cool. Same with redpolls. I'm over 150 redpolls for the day. Ravens and white-winged crossbills calling. Pretty cool. Until next time, well, keep your feet in the snow. We got snow. And keep your eyes up in the sky looking for those eruptive finches, white-winged crossbills, redpolls. Had a few evening grosbeaks today, and American goldfinches. Oh, and 2 purple finches. A great finch eruption year in the Sax-Zim Bog. Okay, take care. See you this winter.